Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Endless Space 2. Something tells me that we're going to do okay in this war. I don't know. Call it Bugman's intuition. Just have a feeling. So, how much movement do we have left on these fleets in the north here? I know we have a lot of people in defense modes. They're not showing up on our list of dudes who need orders. But we can move some of these guys out. I guess I won't move anybody else until we get a formal declaration of the destruction of the Lumeris. But we have a lot of ships we should be able to turn toward the business of stealing everything that the Riftborn own, and that should get us to the end of the game pretty quickly. We're picking up mega risk containment now, so we're going to be able to start mining quadronics, and that means access to better laser weapons, which means access to top-tier weapons of all types, basically. Or at least high-tier weapons of all types. And I think it's going to be very difficult to stop us now. Not that anyone was going to have a lot of luck with that before. Alright, let's do this. Just burn these guys down as fast as possible. Population's being abducted on Kochab. Well, that's a silly place to do it. We have guys right here. Hey, you. Stop that. Come on. Alright, they've parked some ships over here. It does seem to take a couple of turns, doesn't it? I might have been right. It might be that they aren't formally removed from the game until they have completely lost all of their man-powered ships. Which means that we probably actually need to keep some dudes back and in defensive position on these worlds for now. Because mostly what's going to happen is they're going to run away a lot for a while. That's fine. Are you guys about ready? Let's pull you out. We need to fill in 7 more. Okay, that is a fleet that is ready for combat. We can't really tell much from that ship because it's just an explorer, and we don't see any Riftborn actual military ships. Alright, well, let's engage. Actually, do we need to engage right now? I could send the fleet out and we can engage after we're actually on them. Yeah, I see no particular reason. Oh, they closed their borders to us. We can't. To move in there is a declaration of war.
Cosmos we have come to understand. You're not one of them. What do you
I don't know. I think you have a pretty good idea what I'm all about. You're certainly going to in a moment. Alright, let's start doing it. You can wait for some more backup before heading out. Who else needs orders? You should probably wait for a merge. You... I don't even know what to do with you. You've sort of fulfilled your usefulness, honestly. Okay. So... laser tech. We do also need to... hold on. What were the systems that we haven't been able to settle yet? This is a barren world. And over here we had a snow planet, right? Maybe we should pick this stuff up. How many turns would it be to do that? Where's barren? Oh, barren worlds are over here. Yeah, that's a 1-turn research. And what about snow? Yeah, that seems fine. Oh, I forgot. We were going to get curiosity detection level up so that we can figure out what's going on with that fancy world that we inhabit. Yeah, I'm sure we'll be okay. I'm sure we don't need the lasers just yet. Okay. Does anybody need orders? Hydrus and Wyrix. What does this do? Plus industry per strategic deposit. That's probably not actually necessary. By the way, there are some things going on in this game that are so pretty. Look at that. Man. Yeah, I love the traffic moving all over the world. It's like, this is incredible. This game looks so good. And again, I'd love to stress, my computer is so old. It's very impressive that it's able to look like anything at all on this machine. I really appreciate devs who take care to make their stuff playable on older computers. Honestly, you don't have a lot to contribute to the war effort. I don't think we really need a lot more ships, at least not at the moment. I should actually, however, pump out a colony ship or two so that we can hit our newly colonizable worlds. So we have a bit of space left to explore, or a bit of space left to expand into before we're ready to win the game. Wait, did we get all of that stuff? Did I finish something important? Yeah, okay. All of our tech's completed. Why did that happen? Because it was estimated that those were going to take like 3 or 4 turns, the group of them, wasn't it? Did I suddenly get a bunch of... I suddenly got a load of science from somewhere, but I'm not really sure where. Again, we're just kind of grabbing skills at this point. He doesn't have anything meaningful left to grab. Okay, so we should actually be able to inhabit this world then, right? The star system cannot be colonized, it says. Like, not at all? Because I picked up colonized Baron. Okay, well let's, Is it just a display issue? No, this one says it's colonizable now. Very strange. Let's buy that out. Where is that loose explorer? Because I had one, didn't I? I had an explorer running over to the west. You guys merge up and then stay put. Oh, darn it, I forgot to merge them first. Whatever. They'll get there around the same time. Ah, here's our loose explorer. Actually, just go to here. We'll figure it out from there. Yeah. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, so we can get Lekim. For some reason, Kyrus is still showing up as not inhabitable. But here, go orbit it. Are these worlds that are related to this quest, do they not show up until the end and then you just can't expand to them? Might be a thing. You know what? You don't need to wait for any more assistance. So we can make the Dinark University somewhere. But honestly, in a lot of places, let's just make dust for now. Guess I'm not too concerned about producing more resources. Because really, it may even be the case that we don't need to produce any more ships to win this game. We'll see how things work out. But it may be that repairs and retrofitting after we conquer worlds will be enough to keep our navy going. We are really bringing this stuff in quickly. Yeah, 26 per turn, jeez. Okay, obviously, stop anybody who tries to get through.
For your
Okay.
deeds, a special place in the vault.
Yep. I'm sure your threat was very impressive. Alright, where is my exploration ship? It's Let's launch a probe here and here. It's going to take quite a while to get to there, unfortunately. Man, I thought I had the exploration ship selected. Darn it. Alright, well, let's start fighting. They have a lot of frigates and stuff. They still have a lot of ships just running around. So I'm assuming that I'm going to have to burn down their terrible navy before, before this can be over. I can't imagine they have another world, but if they do have another world, hopefully these probes will reveal it. And now with the retreating. Always the retreating. Alright, what do their garrisons look like? Fairly large and robust. So, I mean, this planet... Is the Infinite Factory actually colonizable? I'm assuming that it's not, given its, like, sort of questline importance. Okay. Maybe it's you after you run out of worlds, you have a certain number of turns to reclaim a world. Alright, well, we're sieging them down. Maybe a little slower than I would like. Alright, on Jew we should probably, if anywhere in the nation, here is where we keep producing ships. So let's make another Annihilator and a Butcher after that. We'll get those done eventually. And Justium is kind of out away from everything, so we'll just go to public 3D printing there. Okay. Alright, and now we don't need to have any defenses. I mean, it's probably not a good idea to have no defenses, but you know what I mean. I don't know, we'll send everything to Atlas. Actually, never mind. I'm going to send this fleet deeper. We probably don't really need to keep anybody back here. Alright. Yeah, this has got to be enough ships to get the job done. I have to imagine. We shall see what they have as far as their, as far as a navy. Soon enough, I'm sure. I still don't really see a lot of their ships. Here's a... Nope, it's another exploration ship. Curious. Where the hell are all of their fighting ships? Oh, here's some. Okay, what do we got? They are energy weapons, projectile defenses. Well, that's not going to go very well for them. Oh, hey. We gained the ability to colonize the last world over here. Yeah, hold on. Not that I'm not very impressed by your attack, but just hold on a second. Alright, we have ships headed in that direction already, don't we? Yeah. Megas has 1.1k industry. So we can pump out a defensive fleet pretty quickly. Let's go ahead and put these up here. Let's go ahead and make some stuff. Okay, it is definitely worth it to just conscript. I'm not worried about my population. Yeah, our troops fight very, very hard. You're just going to stay put for a turn until you can go and check out these new areas that we're finding. Okay. I think that's good. We're wearing these guys down quickly. Yeah, so what else does he have? It looks like a lot of phantoms, a lot of wraiths. Okay, so some of the ships in his navy are the other way around. Projectile weapons, energy defenses. But it looks like he's largely going in on small ships. Not a lot of mediums, no larges. So I'll be right with you. Where's there a battle? Oh, never mind. He does, in fact, have larges. This is at Atlas? Show me that. Ah, okay. So these guys are teched for short-range combat, but they're not useless at long range like a lot of the enemy ships have been. Well, if they want to stay at long range, we're okay at fighting at long range. Barrage fire will be beneficial to us here. Okay, we traded 3 small ships for a large ship. That's pretty good. He brought in a second fleet of Spectres. Okay, well... he's definitely more prepared than the Lumeris were. Although, it would be hard to be less prepared, which is especially strange when you consider that the Lumeris declared on us. Riftborn are close to achieving a wonder victory. So I think the first of those messages fires when you gain the ability to build the wonder, if I remember correctly. So I'm not too worried about that. That's a long way off. Alright, ground battle. Keep conscripting. They're going to keep sending in dudes. We just have to make this slow and expensive. Oh no, my Patriot Pill factory. So they have 19 ships. We probably don't want to move in with just the butchers. Yeah, let's keep building. Slicers. Okay. Let's try to see how many ships we could. Be the first to reach 60 population within your empire. This is not describing the whole situation here. Because first of all, I have 60 population. I have like 150 population just on the screen right now. But also, the Lumeris definitely had more than 60 population, as did the Unfallen, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Okay, so we now have... yeah, we now have curiosity detection at level 4. But Sahar is not showing anything new. Only excavation and exploration might potentially reveal what may once have existed. Well, we certainly don't see anything to excavate. Yeah, I don't know. Weird. Oops. No, alt-clicking just doesn't work on these. There. Okay. So let's have Megrez drop public 3D printing from its queue. I'm sure it's going to be needed for a little while until we can solidify the situation here. Jeanne... Where am I? Jeanne is far enough from the front that it's unlikely that we want this to be a place where we build units. And Fajis was the other one? Yeah, Fajis is like way, way out. Okay. So we need to... is this an attack ship? No. This is a very small ship. We need to start carving off planets quickly here. I'm going to make it clear to him that this is not going well. Fortunately, we're pretty good at dropping troops on planets at this point in the game. Oh, I suppose I should research stuff. Yeah. So we have the good beam weapons now. I mean, this does make our fleets more effective. Yeah, sure. Might of the Endless. Why not? I mean, we basically are the Endless. We are certainly their chosen delegate. Alright, this has not quite reached its target yet. Yeah, these worlds up here are going to want to produce some ships, too. So we should have Zaturbia next turn, I think. And then I imagine Oyad falls quickly afterward. It seems like actually breaching their constellations might be the more difficult part. Alright, so obviously we will continue to pound the ground here. Okay. We will continue to conscript here just to... Oh, we actually pushed them back at Micro. I think they're running out of dudes, and we are not. That is not a problem we are going to have. Okay, yeah. Baramaksa has gained some experience. This dude is currently serving as a governor. Well, let's not bother with the approval skills. I'm sure the approval on all of my worlds is negative 1,000 by now.
For your deeds, a special place.
Hey, I'm not blockading anything. This is my world. You know, I'm not even sure that I need to bother leaving defensive forces at Zaturbia. Okay, yeah, it looks like all of the systems for the questline event don't actually have habitability. That's fine. Make me a Patriot Pills plant. Hold on. Let's try to figure out what we want to do here. So I'm just going to keep sending waves at them. Their ships are not much better than mine. Okay, so they're now on projectile attacks, energy defenses. I think we are going to have to produce some more ships, it looks like. Wow. That's a pretty impressive victory, actually. They attacked us again. They had 8 ships, and we destroyed a bunch of their ships, and now they have 8 ships still? It's kind of strange. Plus shield capacity, I guess? I can't believe how low level all my commanders are. Alright, well, we're trading with them heartily, so it's time to rebuild the ships a little bit. Actually, it's kind of hard to tell. These guys have a bunch of ships in a bunch of different states. So these ones are projectile weapons, projectile defenses. My ships are coming in projectile weapons, projectile defenses, largely. Well, let's update the designs. So we now have access to Quadrinix energy weapons. I imagine the numbers are going to be pretty good on those. Also, they're very colorful. So, like, where the basic Hell Array laser is 17 DPS, before accounting for ship attachment and stuff, you know, obviously this drives the number way up. The comparable Quadrinix one is 27 DPS. In addition, a very much increased hit chance, or critical hit chance, and it does splash damage, flotilla collateral damage. That's really interesting. Okay. So their defenses are pretty heavily projectile-based right now, as far as we can tell. I still like having some positron torpedoes. Actually, the DPS of the lasers is really high. Well, I guess this one's in a heavy slot, though. Yeah, in the normal slot, they're 116. So the torpedoes do have a higher damage. We have an energy boosting module, don't we? Something like that. Yeah, so we should probably put this in. I'm gonna dislodge the extra chance to be targeted thing for bonus energy damage and critical hit chance. Let's do something similar with our butchers. So these need to be replaced with much fancier lasers. Because it looks like a lot of their ships were projectile defenses. This is the right thing to do. What are my support slots? So this one could be switched to an energy thing. So what is the movement of this ship right now? It has 8 move. The other ships in my fleet are 5 and 5. So actually, we're not getting a lot out of the extra engine, because it's being constrained by the movement speed of its allies anyway. Let's get the antimatter intensifier in there. And you guys just straight replace that with that. Okay. We do not quite have the 24k necessary to upgrade all these ships. That's fine. The new ships will do the new ship thing. These ships can just hurl themselves aggressively to their doom.
Welcome to the Sophonoty.
Huh. I in fact do not see the Sophonoty. Whatever, it's fine. I don't care. Alright, now let's make some ships. It would be nice to pump this out. Get a lot of extra resources out of this system. But we need the ships. I guess I didn't upgrade my Marauders, but also the Marauders are mostly there to draw fire, not distribute it. Actually, hold on. There is no reason to allow this ship to be here. What am I thinking? Barrage fire seems like a very, very valuable tactic. We've made a lot of use of it in pretty much every game so far. Kochab and Hydrus need some love. Just trying to make sure I have a good grasp on where everything is. You could do this. Hydrus is one of our newer acquisitions, right? No, Hydrus is building something. Don't mislead me. Okay, so Atlas we're going to try to overwhelm with sheer numbers. Okay, Kochab could definitely be building ships. Although Kochab should actually probably get construction stuff up first, so that it builds the ships at a reasonable pace. Might end up with the Academy after all. Okay. Let us continue to push them off Micra. Remarkably effective. Wow, they have 33 ships in orbit. Maybe I should not have sent those guys over there. Alright. Yeah, they brought a lot more reinforcements. Jesus. Okay, well I can see we're going to have to send some serious dudes over there. So let's destroy his civilian fleets, and then his non-civilian fleets. I hate the fact that it doesn't auto-select the right fleet, like, so very frequently. We made them run away. Weird. They have a pretty decently sized garrison here. They're running away towards you. Okay, we completed this, got 800 science, which is helpful. some other stuff.
This is our proposal. We suggest you accept it.
Wait, I'm sorry. You want my extremely valuable technology in exchange for your stupid trees? No, go away. Forever. Okay, possess 2 new watery planets to improve the supply chain. As the Lumerian population of your empire increases, so does the demand for goods from Genis, the Lumerian home planet. Lumerian trading companies all over your empire are scrabbling to get their hands on stock of a certain type of seaweed-derived spice, the price of which has skyrocketed. Rumors of an illegal Lumerian black market cartel are already circulating. Lumerians are notoriously hard to regulate once their crime organizations get rolling, so you would do best to cut off this chain of events before it gets out of hand. Colonize additional water planets... Okay, I don't have time for this. I'm very busy. Okay, so you should probably just head back now. Good job. But your part in this is over. Okay, we have ships coming to the defense. But after we take Oyad, we're probably going to have to divert this fleet back to play cleanup a little bit. Nah, it's going to take you so long that it's not even worth re-diverting you. Well, that's interesting. What are these? Detector ships. A snow planet's kind of a watery planet. It's just not liquid watery. Those are some pretty weird animals. Outpost lost in 1 turn. Oh, the food's negative. The food's negative and spending resources isn't going to help it. Well, shoot, how am I gonna... Maybe I'm at a point where... I mean, the food's negative in part because of my approval level, right? Can I get a detailed log of why? Oh, it's just because these ships are considered to be blockading, despite the fact that they are not weapons ships. Alright, that's fine. We'll, This is maybe not the world to do it with. Yeah, we'll have to divert some ships up here if we want to take this, and I think we do, because obviously we need systems. Okay, you're doing the right thing. You should I don't even know what to do with you. I guess head up here? Okay, we've arrived on Atlas. I mean, we've arrived on Atlas, we fight. Probably the guy we're at war with. Alright, we outnumber them a little bit, but we're not actually that well adapted to fighting them. They've gone in really heavy on the huge ships, and I don't know if that's a good idea. It appears not to be that good of an idea. Alright, we have another huge batch of ships coming in, so I think we may be able to wear down their forces at Atlas. Yeah, I'm confident we'll be able to defend against this push. Nair is up here, right? Yeah. Nair could produce ships. That would not be useless. Let's make a butcher. And Gobris is here. This is not the best place for ships. That said, we still do need. We are going to need ships. We did lose a lot of ships pretty quickly. A way that I was not entirely expecting to lose ships. Yeah, it was weird that they had no navy at all for such a long time, and then all of a sudden, like 50 ships showed up. I guess their navy must have been focused on the other side of their empire. They were talking about wars an awful lot. Yeah. Always conscription. It's always going to be conscription. And we're just draining their manpower and wasting their time. With hero-led fleets, clear collaborator fleets from around, yeah, I'm not doing this right now. So we'll have to build a new colony ship to go over there when we've cleared them out a little bit up here on Lekim. For now, we have some other things to worry about. It's a fair number of ships. That said, Zhu is going to be a real bitch to conquer, so I guess I'm maybe not that worried. I appreciate the game thinking that I might want to kill the Vodyani, given how incredibly annoying they have been. But we have business to attend to. Okay, the battle at Micro. To be perfectly honest, I think we just throw our ships at them, because I think I can afford to lose ships more than they can. Any damage we deal is not that meaningful. Any damage we deal is meaningful, and any damage we take is really not that meaningful. Because we really have a hell of a productive Empire base. Yeah, and we obliterated them. The game's calling that a draw, but we came out tremendously ahead. So do we... Looks like we're not doing damage until we are the sole occupants of the area, or maybe... You know, it did seem like previously that there was maybe a small amount of cooldown time after arriving, but before the garrison starts dying. You know what, to be perfectly honest, I bet we can do this. It'll take a couple of turns, but we have a huge amount of manpower to put forth. And we have preemptive bombing, which is fantastic. Oh, man. It seems like we almost do it in one turn an awful lot. Well, I will take back my system then, I guess. I don't care if it gets all destroyed. Okay. Micro, start rebuilding the stuff that got broken, I guess. Some very basic stuff. Okay. Oh, here come 19 more of their ships. Oh, it's the ships from Megras. Actually, in that case, we're going to bail out to Megras, I think. Just try to regroup. Okay, yeah, you guys are doing exactly what you need to be doing. Keep it up. It does seem like once we blunt their initial assault, they come at us pretty hard. Usually, at the beginning. And then we're usually able to, if we can beat that back, they don't seem to have the ability to reinforce fast enough to stop us from getting places. Alright, I just wanted to make sure that we moved before anything else happened. Okay, so the ground battle at Oyad is... yeah, trivial. Ground battle at Megras should be pretty much completely in our favor as well. Yeah. I thought I had turned off all of the auto pop-ups because I really don't like that. I want things to pop up over here and wait for me to click on them, but apparently I didn't. So I'm going to have to go fix that at some point. That's a pretty good start. Alright, hi. You're fine, I guess. I just don't want all these other guys flying around here. Okay, we're going to clear out Kochab, go and secure Lekim for the Empire. They're attacking Makra again. Yeah, just you wait. We're gathering up. We'll be with you shortly. Alright, and Oyad needs to just get more productive. So we're going to need you to start actually helping the war effort any minute now. Yeah, he really loves to run ships, or run fleets that are just a couple of large ships. My suspicion is that this is not that good of an idea. The large ships don't have that many guns on them. While they have very high offensive scores, I suspect that they don't actually produce a lot of force per time unit, and that is actually something that matters with this battle system. You know, there's an actual space battle that occurs. Wow. This is sort of the opposite, though, isn't it? Well, let's see how this goes. Man, I cannot wait until I get those upgrades and we can actually see this stuff happening. I think it's going to improve the game significantly. Yeah, we didn't hardly take even any damage there. What was their total damage output? 4,000? Really? Oof. Brutal. Okay. The other world is not yet taking any damage, so it does seem like I have to clear them out first. Why do they keep moving ships into us? Go away. Wait, are these the same guys that we forced to retreat earlier? Just moments ago? Projectile attack, energy defenses, pretty well suited against us, but, I mean, it's just not going to work, man. We can hammer through the well-matched defenses with just sheer brute force. Rejuvenator team can orbit this system with a hero to restore it. You know, that actually sounds like a good idea. Let's do that. Let's grab a hero who's governing. Let's grab a Kren Salutis or something. Oh, no, not a Kren Salutis. Kren Salutis is producing a huge amount of industry on his worlds. But let's grab the tree guy. Yep, Micra trades hands again. Really? I can't... Okay, I was going to say, there are definitely two fleets there. Alright, I think he's going to find that this counter thrust into our territory is coming to an end now. Grave defeat. Yeah, we'll see about that. Okay, tree guy, good news. Is there a... There's an easy plus movement thing somewhere, right? Shield absorption. Nope. No plus movement thing. Alright, let's go orbit you around a planet. So, how do I want to do this? We go to Bonnie and unassign him, right? Okay. And then we go to our hero pane. We find Tree Man. Wait, this Tree Man, though. Create fleet on Zoo. Okay. Alright. We'll do something. He's now sending an awful lot of ships toward our homeworld. Well, now that we own Oyad, this is going to be really annoying because we're going to have to have two fleets planted. We're actually going to probably have to have 3 fleets planted. We'll just hold the triangle and keep destroying his ships as they retreat. Yeah, I mean, I would love it if you were not here. This is not your territory, and you are not to leech from it. This is my territory. Yes, go away. I don't really care where you go, just... Actually, I do a little bit. Don't go to my territory. Alright. Megrez needs to be making ships, apparently. Give me an Annihilator and some, you know, other stuff. Okay. I always think we're good. I always think we've done all the things we need to do. It's never true. Okay, so near finished a ship. This will be the ship that goes to Lekim. Okay, we needed, at the beginning of the episode, I believe, 10 more systems. We are at 9 more systems now. 8 more once we retake Micra. Okay, what is this? A rival empire has placed a... They're manipulating time. That's pretty dope. There's a battle at Oyad. I mean... This looks to me like we should be pretty well suited to win it. We have basically the same ships they have, but also a bunch of extra ships. Yeah, that's not a draw. That's a pretty serious win for them. I guess we did a lot of damage to their remaining ships. We can probably start taking this. There are going to be some losses. We'll get there. Yeah, whatever this world is, I think this is the world. It's producing a huge influence bubble that's actually starting to be a threat. So a lot of projectile defenses and energy weapons. Gobris. Gobris can probably stop producing ships for a little while. It's pretty far from the front, after all. That's not a hero, so it doesn't really matter. It's also not a hero. Everybody needs to get the hell out of my territory. Also, we need vision here. Apparently I'm close. I bet I am nowhere near. Economy. I have produced less than a third of the dust required to win an economy victory. Yeah, that message is just not firing at sensible times. Wait a minute, they still have 4 ships? We didn't do any damage. Alright. That's a little suspicious. No, not doing any damage is... yeah, that's weird. Alright, well, conscription, I mean, it's not our people. These are their people, so go ahead and conscript. Yeah, their troops are so much worse than ours. They have to bring a really overwhelming amount of manpower, and they've been able to do that so far, but they're not going to keep being able to do it. Alright, we probably... Actually, we need to replenish our manpower in a lot of places here. We have 72.6k dust. So let's rush some ships in some places. What is this? Where do you think you're going? Alright, Gano is actually like... Gano's a fairly high industry area. Could be higher. What is coming this way? 8 huge ships. Well, let's start building stuff. We honestly probably need... Well, first of all, we need Cravers over here. Oh, we can't... We don't want to leave this whole system with nobody to enslave. Alright, we need to get some ships going here. We need to get some industry buildings going here and some ships. Yeah, unfortunately, my fleet is probably large enough to handle them, but it's not well distributed over my empire. Alright. Neither of my fleets have any manpower in them because it's all busy on Atlas, so I don't really want to move away right now. Yes, I know. I know major victory. It's always going to be. Oh, what? They moved after I clicked attack. That's a little bit poor sportsmanship. Alright, we're building lots of stuff in lots of places. Of course, Kren Salutis always gaining levels. We do actually still need this one to max out. Oh, wait, he had a skill point left, I think. Indeed he did. Alright. So the ground battle on Atlas should be over.
This is our proposal. We think...
No, that's a worse treaty than before. I don't know what you're thinking. Alright, Atlas. We'll get some microwave pipes. There should always be microwave pipes everywhere. These guys are headed to Atlas, so I don't feel bad about diverting a bunch of our guys away. Yeah. You guys stay put. You don't have any manpower anyway. Okay. So we are ready to defend Megrez. This is annoying. We're going to have to deal with that. It would take 2 turns for my big fleet to move over there. I think we're needed right here. Actually, it looks like mostly they're fleeing. Headed to Oyad. I mean, if we can keep them from being able to easily invade these areas over here, they're going to find that they run out of manpower burning themselves against our troops. And that's actually going to keep them from doing a lot, even though they have a lot of ships. This manpower system has a lot of not entirely obvious interactions. Seriously, everybody needs to get the hell out of my worlds. You know what? I'm going to formally close my borders. I don't know why I haven't done it sooner.
Greetings, Cubed. Dude!
Alright, that's enough. Don't call me dude.
We are too polite to say what we are thinking. So...
I don't care what you're thinking. Get the hell out of my territory. Okay, where will these guys be best used? I guess down here, maybe? Yeah, so as long as we can keep them from replenishing their manpower easily by reclaiming planets and then rebuilding, you know, we can probably just run them out of dudes and it'll be hard for them to reclaim stuff. Alright, yep, just keep defending. Use their own population against them. Yeah, I can win a ground battle with a serious lack of manpower. Alright, they attacked us at Megrez. We are very large and impressive. But they are starting to get really well adapted to our defenses until the new ships get here. Minor defeat. We lost all of our ships, they lost nothing. Minor defeat. So these guys are all projectile weapons, energy defenses. Well, we have enough money for some retrofitting. Yeah. They're not, though. Some of them are projectile defenses, just like mixed in here. That's very annoying. Alright. Well, I guess we'll switch back to being heavy. They're using projectile weapons, though, so our going heavy on rockets is a little bit not awesome. Let's leave some lasers in place. Let's try not to commit really, really hard to either side. And then place these with projectile defenses. And this can become like a repair module, I guess. Yeah, I don't want to skew our ships all the way to one side or the other, because I don't want us to get completely crushed by a retrofit, but we definitely need to be a little bit more projectile than we are now. So we'll mix it up a little bit. This means that we're not 100% effective at any range. Plus, if we're bullets, then if they go to rockets, we will, okay. If we're bullets, then we're good against them. If they go to rockets, that'll help. These guys are actually pretty... They're pretty well split between the damage types. I'm okay with them. Actually, we can probably upgrade our troops more, too. Do I want to start using planes? Planes are actually weak against infantry, and the majority of our enemy forces are infantry. Nah. I'm fine with just fully upgraded troops and tanks. Okay, well, we've done it. We cleared it. Alright, and now that we've gotten some upgrades, let's retrofit a little bit. And now we fight. So now we are pretty effective at long. Yeah, barrage fire is probably still right. Well, we did a lot better there. Bonnie is here. Yeah, this is definitely a good place to keep building ships. Do want those microwave pipes, though. Alright, reinforcements to megas and micro, just like everything else has to be. Nair is way up here. Kind of not in a great place to build ships, actually. So I think we can divert these guys off to public 3D printing. Vienna's going to have to be converted back into a production powerhouse. Alright, in 5 turns they will have produced a mighty navy. Gobris is far enough out that it probably is not a good place to build lots of ships. Yeah, okay. So I still have no idea what the deal with Sahar is, and I guess we're just not going to find out this game, it looks like. Ah. Okay, we met a new minor civilization. Not really my greatest concern right at this moment. Man, the AI sure does flee a lot. Alright, oh yeah, just keep wasting their time. Yeah, wow, we really do not lose a lot when fighting them. Alright, their fleet at Megras is really badly damaged. I'm not sure why it attacked. Possess 25 cold planets. The endless universe is taking its toll on the valiant Riftborn who have traveled through the rift and embodied their spiritual essences in strange robotic shells. They thirst for a taste of Koraz, and long for a reprieve from the organic horrors of this universe. Their minds desire the ordered lines and perfect symmetry of the home dimension. Sadly, the blight still spreads through Koraz. Any return, no matter how short, is too risky and not an option. The Communion have forbidden it, ordering that all those who have crossed must stay in this galaxy, and give everything to their race's survival. But there is an answer, or at least a partial one. You may not be able to return to Koraz, but that doesn't mean you can't bring Koraz here. First, you need to find a suitable system where the Riftborn can begin to relax. They like it cold. We actually have 23 cold planets. We almost have this, goal already. Alright, yeah, just burn them down slowly. And then we can... Screw sending probes out. We'll just travel along the star lanes to get over here. Alright, Atlas definitely is a place that should be building ships. Not in any hurry, but... Yeah, this influence bubble is starting to become a real problem. Alright, you just stay where you are. Yeah, they retreat so much, it's really, Nihal is probably a place where we should be building ships. But again, the microwave pipes are so good. Oh yeah, wow, we have, like, no industry on this world. Yeah, we can't be focused on shipbuilding here, we have to be focused on industry here. Okay. They retreat so much that, like, I know we'll go over here and I'll fight them and then they'll run away, and it's gonna take forever to actually root these dudes out. It's kind of unfortunate. The good news is that they have so many ships devoted to this sector that we're probably gonna be able to push these worlds fairly easily. We're getting to the point where we almost could take this infinite factory through influence if we had that tech. Alright, well, Oyad's just gonna keep fighting. We are obliterating their troops. Obliterating their troops. Words is hard. Don't let anybody ever tell you different. Yeah, we're burning their population like this system is. At this point, if they took it back, it wouldn't be of any value to them because we burned all of their population. And now we have the Might of the Endless. War as a hobby... I think we might be good on this tree for a while. So what? We have access to another of the Endless thing. We don't have a lot of... Man, plus 15% all resources. 10 turns. We don't have nearly as much science as we would if we had gone for a focused science victory, and it's still kind of seeming like science might be a reasonable victory type for us. I mean, it's not a bad tech. Okay, so the butcher... Hold on. Let's grab this pupa, send him up here. This butcher can go to... I mean, I'm going to send a lot of people to Megris. So actually, that fleet that ran through Gano is actually just headed up to Megris? That seems strange. I don't know why they've decided that that's the most valuable planet in the universe. Gubbers, just make us money. We're going to need to do a lot of retrofitting, actually. We are now at 31 command points in our fleets, by the way. These 28 command point fleets are starting to look a little dinky. Okay, they retreated. That's probably a pretty good outcome for us. Since I don't... Is this fleet upgraded properly? Oh yeah, it is. Okay. That is 39 ships. All of them with probably very low manpower. Man, maybe it was a bad idea to run stuff over here. Maybe this is unnecessary. Well, this battle with the Riftborn is turning out to be far more competitive and pitched than I thought was likely. I think that's where we're going to have to call it for today. Come back next time. I am, frankly, shocked. That said, I still have hope. But time is a factor, right? We've seen a lot of notifications that people are getting close to victory types. Come back next time to see if we can, in fact, pull this off. And there can't be too many more episodes in this game, right? And we'll see you then.